Hi everyone, this is Eldad Amara. This is only going to be a short video. Man, I've done a lot of videos on CBDCs, that is a central bank digital currency. And apparently, Jamaica, which is the home of my parents, right? They have actually signed up to this CBDC. Has the Jamaican government gone mad? Have they sold out their people to the devil? The Bank of Jamaica will be controlled by central government people. Has your Prime Minister just sold himself and you out? Because listen man, when this thing gets fully implemented, and guess what, they're going to bring in soon. Trust what I'm telling you. Just like in China, the social credit score system. Now before I go into this video, I'll say it's going to be short. I want you to listen to smacks of this interview with Andrew Holness.
CBDC is now live in Nigeria. CBDC is now live in Jamaica, in the Bahamas, in Grenada, where my family's from, and in 7 other nations in the Eastern Caribbean bloc.
The Bank of Jamaica will roll out, as we said before, our own digital currency. We are taking decisive steps towards achieving our vision of becoming a digital society and making Jamaica the technology hub of innovation, the Silicon Valley of the region. We are on track to implement the National Digital Identification System, the NIDS, this year. This is a critical key element for financial inclusion. This is a critical key element.
Jamaica, tell me what is going on. I've only just come back from there recently. Let me ask you, what the is going on? Has this Andrew Holness just sold you guys out? He has signed a contract for CBDCs. What is CBDCs, everyone? Did you just hear what Andrew Holness had to say? Now this CBDCs means central bank digital currency. At the moment, we've got cash in society, but eventually that's going to go. In Jamaica, you can use cash at the moment alongside the CBDC, but eventually you're not going to have any cash. The WEF, the World Economic Forum, along with the United Nations, this is part of their agenda to have a cashless society. Wake up, people. Wake up. A cashless society. What you're going to have is digital money in place of cash. They say that the benefits of having digital money is, number one, it's more secure. Number two, it's more safe. So if someone try to rob you or try to thief from you, this thing is more safe, because it's not like you're walking around with cash where people can just mug you or rob you or come into your house and steal your money. So these are supposed to be some of the benefits, as well as the money is easily traced. This digital money is easily traced, whereas if it's cash, it's not so easily traced. Also, they're saying that the money that you keep in a bank, you have to pay tax on it to keep it in there, because you have to keep a certain amount. That is a little, because guess what? Only 10% of the money that people put into a bank stays there. The rest of it is taken out and is invested. So there's only about 10% of money at any one time in any bank. Some of you people just walking around right now, you're just procrastinating. You just sat back chilled. I know the attitude of some of my own people. I was conceived in St. Catherine's in Jamaica, but I was born in the UK. I have two famous people in my family that are part of the national heroes of Jamaica. Number one being Paul Bogle, 1820. Get that right, not 1822. 1820 until 1865. Died just short of his 45th birthday. And the other person, Marcus Garvey, distant cousin. What would these people have to say about how the governments are selling their people out? I have to ask Andrew Holness a question. Why have you signed to this CBDC? Let me tell you this now, because I've done quite a few videos, right, on the CBDC. This money, this digital money, will be held by central government, not dispersed into local governments on the island of Jamaica, not into these different local governments. It will be held, controlled centrally by central government and this Bank of Jamaica. It means that every transaction that you make, they'll know about. Everything that you spend your money on, they'll know about. Every banana you go out there and buy, every apple you go out there and buy, every avocado you go out there and buy, right? Any transaction that you make, buying petrol, buying food, buying energy, all of those things. Just think about just about every single aspect of your life. It will be tracked through the CBDC. Through the CBDC. Every single transaction will go back to the central bank. They'll know every single thing that you've bought. Every single transaction that you've made. What is that going to mean? Especially for the poor people in Jamaica. Tell me, please. Don't make me get vexed, man. You need to open up your eyes. Because most of you got your eyes wide shut. You're going to church. Some of you every Sunday. Even that money now. That money they're putting in those ducats. Right? That money recorded. Every transaction, as I say, they will know about every single thing that you do. Everywhere that you go. Everywhere that you travel. Anyone that you come into contact with. Your petrol. Any single thing that you can possibly think of will be surveilled. Is that the life that you want for yourself? Is this the life that you want for your children? What would your national heroes have to say about all this? What would even people like Bob Marley, what would he have to say about this if he was here right now? You just been sold down the river. Trust what I'm telling you. You will have no more freedom soon. And guess what? Just like in China, because I know the Chinese are also in Jamaica at the moment, right? They're helping to build roads there, okay? They're also taking out the bauxite and other minerals and taking it back to China and also distributing it in other parts of the world. But let me tell you this now. China has digital currency and they have this other thing and it's called the social credit score. Why, Jesus, man. I'm telling you, if this thing comes in, you might as well just kiss the baby goodbye, man. You might as well just kiss the baby goodbye. Let me tell you this now. The social credit score. If that comes in along with the CBDC, you might as well just give up the ghost now. I'm telling you. I'm not joking, man. I'm not on any joking. Listen, there's a guy in China, right? And he's jaywalking. Check this out. He was jaywalking. And by the time he reached the other side of the road, guess what? Money was taken out of his account before he reached the other side of the road. You hear me? Taken out of his account. Didn't ask his permission, you know. Didn't ask his consent. They just went ahead and just took the money. Now, if the social credit system comes in Jamaica, right? Let me tell you how this thing works. You will be awarded for anything that you do well according to the government. Alright? You do something good, you'll be given awards on your credit. On your credit system. If you're doing anything the government dislikes, they can take away the credits on your system. This all goes hand in hand with the digitalized money. So, you get on your computer and you put out some message about the government and they don't like it. You know what they're going to do? Block you. Take some of your credit away so that you cannot buy or purchase certain things. You cannot travel to certain places. You cannot see certain people. That is the kind of thing that will happen with a social credit score. Oh, but on the other side, you know, some people will be quite happy with the good awards that you get from the social credit system. Oh, I've been a good boy today. I've eaten all my food. Yeah? I've not parked my car on double yellow lines. I've not speeded. I have been good in terms of the amount of energy that I've been using in my home. So now the government wants to award me for those things. Who are they really to tell you what you can and what you cannot do? They're treating you like little kids. You're being treated like a little kid. Because when a kid is good, what do? You give them ice cream or something like that as a good reward. If the kid does something bad, what do? You tell them, go to bed. You know, I watched the telly tonight. Yeah, I forgot to go to bed, you know. Alright? And you know, I get my supper tonight. Them kinds of things are treating you as adults. You're not a kid, but they want to treat you like you're some little kid. This is part of the nanny state. If we bring in this social credit system, go check it out, read up on the social credit system, and bring in the CBDCs. You will be under surveillance, people. All of the time, 24/7. Everything that you do, everything that you purchase. If you do something wrong and the government don't like it, according to what's right by them or wrong by them, you will be punished or rewarded. This virtual reality thing that they got coming out, the CBDC and the social credit system, to me, it does not seem fair or right. Jamaica has 72% roughly to 75% of people who get paid via cash. You got these street vendors as well. Eventually, even your land that you got, your little piece of land and all that, they're going to take all of that from you. Trust what I'm telling you. Because you need to wake up and smell the coffee. See what they're doing. And it's funny, why do they start off in all these little small countries, these little third world countries first? Africa, India, all of these countries, they try out these things first. They don't try it out in these first world countries, they try it out in these little small countries. People have got very little power. Check this, Nigeria, Jamaica, Bahamas, Grenada, and several other regions of the Eastern Caribbean bloc. These countries already have CBDCs rolled out there. Man, it's crazy. And when I played that video, when I played the video recording, listen to what Andrew Holness was saying. Jamaica is a technological hub of innovation. We are on track to implement the National Digital System, NEDS or something like that you called it. This is a key and critical element for the virtualization of services. For the virtualization of services. So it's all going to go digital. Everything is going to go digital soon. Right? This virtualization of services. Why are people just accepting this? Listen, you don't have to accept this, you know. You don't have to accept this. How did we ever get to this state in the economy where people don't even ask, do you want this service? No, it's forced on them. Did you vote this thing in? Did you even know anything about CBDCs? Did you know anything about the social credit score, which they might implement there soon? Who gave these people the power to be able to implement these things? Government are supposed to be there to represent the general public. That is what's meant by a democratic system. They are there to represent us, not us to represent them. But it's fast becoming, isn't it, Jamaica? It's fast becoming a thing where we're letting them do what they want. And it's not just Jamaica, it's other countries as well. If government is supposed to be there for us, we put them in to represent us, and they're not doing that, then why are they there if they're not doing their job? And just as we implement to be in the system for us, we can surely get them out, or just simply don't vote for them. If they want to do what they want to do and not doing what the general public who put them there want them to do, then why should you vote for them? There's something dark and sinister that's coming. Trust what I'm telling you. This is Eldad Amara. I'm going to be doing some more videos on the CBDC and on Jamaica. Please, people, instead of having your eyes wide shut, you need to have your eyes wide open. Stop walking around with blinkers on. Stop putting all of your faith and your trust in people. You need to wake up. Thank you, Eldad Amara.